the morning, grab a cup and tune on in. Robert and Dave got that southern charm, let the laughter begin. From the morning funny to Maga Minute, ain't no better way to start your day the southern way, with a little joke and pray. We're just southern folks talking southern things, front porch swinging where the church bells rang. From Mama Said to Hump Day News, we keep it real with down home views. Sunday morning in the Word, get that gospel flow. Prayer time calls, so let's let our troubles go. Come Monday night, Mama Said is bringing the truth, and when it's night talk with Dave, man, you know it's getting loose. We're just southern folks talking southern things, stories and sports where the good times hang. From SFP News to I Remember That, we tell it like it is, and that's a fact. Got our veteran of the week, gotta show our pride. Pets of the week, bringing love worldwide. Talking paranormal, digging true crime. Southern fried stories all the dang time. So pull up a chair, y'all, and stay a while. Ain't nothing like that southern style. From the morning show to the soundstage band, it's SFP Live, won't you give them a hand? So pull up a chair, y'all, and stay a while. Ain't nothing like that southern style. From the morning show to the soundstage band, it's SFP Live, won't you give them a hand?
Good morning out there, Southern Fried Podcast land. We're happy to be here on this Monday morning. Oh my goodness, Dave. Oh, I had a big stretch there. Sorry.
Happy Monday, everybody. Monday all day long and right down to the ground as we broadcast here from the banks of the Southern Fried River. It's a lot fuller river today because we've had nothing but rain for over a day. Hopefully it'll dry a little bit today, but lots and lots of rain. Lots. A few heavy storms too.
That's funny. You know, you're getting inundated up there in North Georgia. Down here in South Georgia, we haven't got a drop yet. It's supposed to hit sometime today. So
I've seen a lot of water, a lot of lightning, some trees down. The ground's getting wet, so there was some wind along with that. So I saw several roads around the region for where we live that were down. But everything else is good. Well, folks, I hope you had a great weekend. We had a great day of church and church online here with the Southern Fried. And appreciate if you have a Rumble channel, which you should. You should have a Rumble channel. No matter what you come from, you need a Rumble channel. Trust me. Just trust Dave on this. You need a Rumble channel. And give some great folks like Killer Carl and Half Pine Forge and Angry Conservative 1981. These are some folks. And the Dialogue Box and the dear precious podcaster, the Dialogue Box from Ireland, really brought some very strong testimony on Sunday morning of her life. It was just amazing. And I appreciate her so much for coming in and doing that. We're going to try to get her to come up. I know she's busy like we are creating, but I'd love to have her come up. I think she's open to that. We just never have gotten lined up to do it. But I'm going to make a point this week to reach out to her She's amazing. If you're not following her, you should. Like I said, get your Rumble channel. Just get you a free one for right now. You'll want to pay for it later. Trust me. Get you a premium content, but it's the one that's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. But they try to crush it, but it's the Rumble that can and will.
The little Rumble that could.
Yeah, we just run into issues sometimes with other ones. I mean, most of them never have a problem with Rumble. So I mean, issues of content smacking our hand.
Yeah. Well,
Can't say certain things.
Yeah.
Good grief.
You know, that word. So we actually got to do a first for Southern Fried podcast over the weekend. And if y'all get a chance to back up and watch it, please do. We had our debut of Georgia Old School Championship Wrestling Saturday night. It was a learning curve for me. I've never done this before, and we're going to learn it as we go. I was a little far from the ring, but hey, you can still see who won and lost and see some of the big moves they pulled off. And yeah, it was a benefit show for a young man down here with leukemia. And yeah, so happy to help, happy to donate. We're going to be going back.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and knock out some birthdays this morning. There's some birthdays for today. Jackie Chan. Can you believe he's 70 years old today, Rob?
Oh, gosh. And he's still just very active.
I know. You know, I think he broke about every bone in his body.
Yeah.
He's like the modern day Evel Knievel. I mean, because he did all these stunts, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about having arthritis.
Yeah.
I'd hate to be him during the ring.
Oh,
Russell Crowe, 60. Good grief.
That don't seem right.
No, it don't. Francis Ford Coppola, legendary director, 85. The wonderful and great Billie Holiday on this date, and Adrian Beltre. Just some of the birthdays for today. Also, we'll get in that this is kind of what our map looks like for today, Rob. A little warmer down in the southeastern part of the state, but we still got a little rain and cooler temps up this way. You're a little warmer down that way, but you're going to get some rain too.
I wish we could show folks where you're at on this map versus where I'm at.
Just north to south, it's in the very extreme northwest or southwest corners. We'll have to get a map up of that.
When do you get some SFP markers up there and start marking where everybody's at? That'd be awesome.
How about the Yukon just dominating South Carolina yesterday? I mean, that's the 12th title. Just dominated South Carolina. South Carolina is a great team. So shout out to them. I mean, they brung it and they've won their 12th. Pretty amazing. And I think I got one more. Denny Hamlin won in overtime at Darlington. Second in a row. Pretty amazing. And how about Burnt Corn, Alabama? Burnt Corn, Alabama, Rob. I've never been there. You ever been to Burnt Corn?
No.
I hadn't either.
Is it?
They say that
they got to have a still there or two.
They say that burnt corn is older than the country itself, officially as a nation. It's been around a long time. Burnt Corn Spring. There's dividing stories on how they feel like whether it was named after, whether the Indians burnt the settlers' corn, or maybe that's the first time that a husband got in trouble. How was dinner, honey? Well, no, that corn was kind of burnt.
Yeah.
That's the last time that he spoke.
Yeah.
Burnt corn.
Yeah, that or he said that and he had corns on his feet. She got him to the stake, lit him up. Now, wait a minute. I do have a question for you. Knowing that I don't follow racing, okay, and I am no expert. How the heck do you have overtime on a NASCAR race?
Extra laps. Things happen. Wrecks and stuff.
Okay. and that's
You
called
have you have to extend to officially settle the deal.
okay.
So that's how.
It's a good thing I ain't. Oh, I'd never get that down. Kind of like golf.
I never watch. I don't watch a lot of golf, but I usually watch some of the Masters. If they're playing in Scotland, I just watch because it's beautiful, and I just like to
Yeah.
see the landscapes there because they play. That's a trying course. Some of them, especially the ones they play on nationally, with the wind and they're near the sea. It's just beautiful. I'll
Mhm.
watch some of that. But golf is not really a spectator sport from the TV. A lot of people disagree with me, but you got to be out there. Really, you got to see it, or play it.
How do you hit an egg that hard and it not break? That's, do they hard boil them first?
I don't know. I don't know.
And what lays them little round eggs like that? I mean, those things are almost perfectly round, just got little divots all over them. Something's got to. Ooh.
I don't know, but a lot of people have spent their lifetime chasing them, and a lot of money has been lost and won from hole to hole. The president likes to play golf. He's actually pretty good, what I understand. I've never played a round of golf with him, but he has a pretty good game.
Yeah. Oh. I want to. I had a thing this weekend. I had someone discuss with me their opinions on the political spectrum, and I realized some things. Not going. It's not important. Um, this derangement syndrome is real. Absolutely, totally real.
Yeah.
And when you acknowledge that you're on opposite ends of the spectrum, and you can say something like, "But we don't talk politics, and we don't. Uh, we do agree on some things," and then that you're having this discussion with immediately goes into a 20 to 30 minute tirade about how you're wrong and they're right, and you can't and you don't even try to get a word in because they're so far out. You know, there is no acknowledgement from people that like suffer from TDS that anything that they're doing is right. Everything is wrong. I mean, it even went so far as to calling MSNBC real news. And I'm sorry, and I'm not trying to pick on MSNBC. I'm not. I'm sure that they have some factual stuff on there, but they have so many opinion pieces from their people there that it's what they think. I don't give a rat's butt what anybody working at any news organization thinks. I want to know, give me the news. Let me make my own decision on this. We're not dumb. American people can make their own decisions. We don't need to be told what we should think to toe the party line. Oh, it's just crazy.
Over the weekend, protests across the country, hands off. CNN had a comical article about this as they talked about a show of force showing up on Washington. Can you imagine if conservatives had showed up at that media, if conservative media had said that conservatives showed up in force, they'd be putting up the fencing and bringing out the military and everything else. Show of force.
Yeah.
They made it sound like an invasion force.
Then April the 6th should have been the new January 6th.
I anticipated reading the article. You would have thought that they had been riding along in those Jeeps with guns mounted on the back or something, riding down the highways of the roads around Washington, D.C. and stuff. I mean, a show of force. Yeah. Hands off of our stuff, they said. They're trying to label the president as a dictator, oligarchy, authoritarian. Hey, do you know? I found out something on the weekend. I didn't know this. They know there's a Constitution and they're worried about it. They quoted the Constitution 4 or 5 times in one article.
What?
Yeah. I've never. Only thing I've ever heard them say is we should rip it up. You know, they don't like it. It's old. It was made by old people that didn't see right and didn't do right and were bad people. But now they want to defend the Constitution. It's amazing. They found out there was a document. I didn't know they knew that.
What was they wanting to defend on it?
Oh, you know, the democracy. They like to throw around the word democracy a lot. They never utter the word constitutional republic. Never. They always say democracy.
They ain't interested in democracy anyway. All they want is a socialistic beatdown. I mean, come on. Oh my gosh. We need to balance the playing field. We need to take all the money from the rich and give it to the poor. And never mind if they earned it or not. Let's just take it all from them. Let's tax them extra so we can fix the mess that we made. That ain't the way you do things.
Russia hits Ukraine again, especially Kyiv over the weekend. I think 3 people dead, or 1 at least dead, 3 injured. Thankfully, not a bunch, but they hit them early Sunday. Drone missile attack. As negotiation go on, 23 cruise and ballistic missiles and 109 drones across Ukraine. Air Force said it had shot down 13 of the missiles, 40 drones, while 54 others caused no damage. But unfortunately, there was a 59-year-old man that was killed in northeastern Kharkiv region on the border of Russia. Negotiations continue. We'll see. Mm-hmm. Several countries have said they want to have negotiations over the tariffs now. They're not going to retaliate, and they're ready to do business. Level the playing field a little bit.
It'd be nice if we, and I saw something where Elon was put this out. What if we didn't have tariffs? What if we could get, no tariffs? That would be awesome for business. It'd be awesome for us, awesome for them. But, they're not going to do that, most of them. It's a way to keep making money.
CNBC financial guru, I say that loosely, Kramer, he's saying that he warns that today could be Black Monday for the markets, that the market could crash like it did in 1987. Black Monday. The market did take some hits the end of the week. He said he's warning. He doesn't know for sure. We could see a crash Monday of the markets. We'll see.
Well, some of the folks are already coming back to the table. This should ease some of that up, you would think. But we'll see.
He's always warning. He's always sounding the alarm.
He's got to make news.
Yeah, he's got to make news.
Can't just report news. You have to have his opinion on what the market's going to do.
I don't watch him. I've watched him. He gets on my nerves, but Kramer, Black Monday.
Black Monday. If he keeps making these doom and gloom assertions, eventually he's going to be right.
Yeah, you just keep throwing it out there. I was off by 2 Mondays. 1 year of Mondays. But it finally came.
Yeah, I was finally right. You know who he reminds me of? Geraldo. He kept trying and kept trying. The Al Capone's vaults. I mean, that was the funniest blow up in somebody's face ever.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. He just seems like a hack for some grocery store tabloid type thing that you see at the checkout counter.
Don't forget, folks, Patriot Mobile. We're now an affiliate with them, and use that promo code Cornbread.
Yes.
Great company.
Mm-hmm.
I am got to get with them this week and find out if my business phone for the podcast is on there. We had some jump through some hoops on mine. It was a different situation, but typically they can bring those over, no issues. Website, Rob. We should have our website this week.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Can't
That
wait.
would be awesome. There's a lot of stuff we could do on there too, and that's gonna be neat. So
We do have a couple of landing pages like Podbean. We have a Podbean website, but it's just got a couple, a few links on there. It's not the full buzz, the full thing, the full platform. That's coming. Southern Fried Cornbread Nation. Can't wait.
And over this past weekend, we've had 15 or 16 deaths from the storms over this last weekend. Hey, our hearts and prayers go out to you people that have lost folks. And, there's a lot of tornadoes out there.
Robert Kennedy Jr. is headed to Texas over the measles outbreak, and unfortunately, a couple of 3 children have passed due to measles. And they're trying. It's a Mennonite community that's mainly hit, I think, and they're going out there to see about that. So pray for those families. That's tough. Always tough to see kids pass. No matter what kids, no matter what situation is tough. So heart goes out.
Going back to what I was talking about there, we had 10 die in Tennessee alone.
I didn't see the numbers on it.
It was 10, and then 5 or 6 throughout Alabama and Missouri, I think. Let's see if I can get it. Trying to find it this morning. I saw it yesterday.
I don't remember. Got to be careful of them storms.
Yes. It's not coming up on this one now. I know it was on one of the weather channels that I saw it on.
And the Braves finally won a game. Then they lost to the Marlins 4-0. The Braves on a rampage. One great win. One win.
At least 18. This is off of AccuWeather. At least 18 dead after flash flood emergencies across storm worries South and Midwest. At least 18 weather-related deaths have been reported since the start of the storms, including at least 10 in Tennessee and others across Missouri, Indiana, Kentucky, and Arkansas. Yeah, that's a big line. That's the same line of storms that y'all just went through and that we'll be going through today. So hearts and prayers to the folks that have lost folks in this, and hearts and prayers to keep y'all safe. Because now you've got all the damage and stuff to deal with. It's still not a safe situation. So.
Yeah, and y'all keep praying for our friend out on the trail, Dog Tag.
Yeah.
Dog Tag. And he's out in that weather. He's back out on the trail. So prayers for him as he traverses the Appalachian Trail, bringing awareness to the 22 a day, at least.
And then the first responder suicides as well. He's doing both there, and it's a lot of name tags to carry. But yeah, he needs to stay safe out there. Maybe he went into a hostel last night.
They were supposed to be at one. They had it because they knew a bad weather was coming. I didn't see an update, so I'm assuming they made it. Just remember him as he traverses there. He had a bad day the other day. They lost another one.
Yeah,
he was really angry. It's understandable, but he got his mojo back and realized that what he's doing You just got to keep, there's no magic to it. Even if you're bringing awareness, no magic. Just stop it all. So you just got to keep pressing on, reach the ones you can.
That's it. I'm hearing thunder outside now, dude. That's awesome. I like the sound of thunder. I can listen to it all day long. So
thunder rolls.
That's right. And the lightning strikes. Another love grows cold on a sleepless night. I'm sorry. I won't do that to y'all this morning much. Another thing we need to report on this morning. We had the what you were talking about earlier about the big gathering for the undocumented, and hands off the immigrants and all that kind of stuff. One of the speakers there, she's a left-wing immigration activist, a long time. And her name is Gracia Martinez. I hope I'm saying her name right. She said, "I am an immigrant. I am undocumented, unafraid, queer, and unashamed." Well, if she's an undocumented immigrant, she's here illegal. All eyes. That's not real bright. And that's what most of the social media posts were saying in response to that. She's originally from Hidalgo, Mexico. She came to the U.S. as a child. Says she has since gone to serve as the executive director of United We Dream, a network of more than 400,000 young immigrants. What is the point of her?
Well, they just want to blow up those lines between everybody, no matter of status. They want to call everybody an immigrant, but they don't want to recognize, illegal. And we had mayors of major U.S. cities claiming they would stand in the streets, to stop federals and others from arresting those who are here illegally. And so it's a further, basically, finger at the rule of law.
Yeah,
that they're here and they're not going anywhere, and we don't care. And you're not, because they're making the deportations trying to sound like it's like a World War II kind of thing, that it's evil, and I mean it's just horrible,
Have you ever noticed how they always go back to World War II? Because we were actually fighting against evil in World War II, and they always go back to that. Well, you're Nazis. Well, you're this, you're that. Oh, it's like concentration camps, and it's like this. It's like, my gosh, come on, y'all. And then they were all over Trump because he had kids in cages. That Barack started that, and then Joe kept it going, and they were actually trying to do something about it. What the
left is truly amazing. They're always talking about anti-war. We're against war, but they're the ones that are always talking about military actions. They're the ones that's talking about violence in the streets. Some congressional leaders calling for violence against conservative in the streets of America, with basically no trouble over that. They just say it as a matter of course. Go out and find them where they are. Don't let them have a peaceful dinner with their family. Stand against them. They say things that
out of your restaurant.
It's like it's like inciting to riot. Like you're inciting people to go out and disrupt America. And some people, they just drink the Kool-Aid, and we just get all this. We get violence. You go out, somebody's attacking your car. Whether people like Elon or not, or even the Tesla, you don't have a right to go out and just start attacking people's property in America.
No.
But they're giddy about it. They're giddy that people are doing that in America. This is
Yeah.
dangerous, dangerous rhetoric. If we're not careful, we'll see horrible things happen. All it takes is a spark, and it could spread across this country like a wildfire. And that's dangerous. That's dangerous talk to be getting people that are on edge. Some are on edge, Rob, on both sides. To get them on edge, those that are on the fringe, barely able to deal with life in a mental capacity that is normal. All it takes is a small force of people to start this across the country, and we could be in a bad place. These people are at fault for that. They're driving it.
Yeah. And and this is supposed to be the party of tolerance. Remember?
I know.
Oh, we're going to be tolerant of you as long as you agree with us. If you
That's
disagree
it.
with us, we're not going to be tolerant of you.
They're calling. I mean, they have called for some time for re-education camps for anybody that says they're MAGA. Are you kidding me? Like, we're going to, like in Ukraine, just grab people off the streets and throw them in vans and take them off and put them in camps, take their kids away from them. This is the kind of stuff that they have said.
Yeah.
Take their guns away,
Yeah. And if you don't agree with our stance on LBGTQ or whatever, we'll take your kids from you. I mean, that's what they want. If your kid thinks he's going through a phase, which, if the girl is a tomboy, oh, she's a boy now. How many tomboy girls did you know growing up?
Most of the ones I was around were probably tomboys when they were.
Yeah.
They grew up with a bunch of brothers, and they went out there and.
Did that make them a male?
Well, no, but.
Thank you. That's crazy. It's just Trump derangement syndrome is real. I'm just going to say that, and I'm going to let it go. It is a real thing, and it's scary to see it in action because here's the terrifying thing about it. You talk about drinking the Kool-Aid. When you start accepting people's opinion on different things as fact, you can be misled real easily. If you don't research what's going on, if you don't take a look, take your story and your information from different sources, and you just take it just from one source, how easy is it to be misled? And I'm sorry, but some of these organizations have shown that they have no interest in putting out real news. They'll throw out any kind of slanderous thing, then come back and then and say, oh, well, we got that wrong, and bury that part in the back where they can still put that information out there. That is a favorite trick, But if you just take everything as they say is gospel, you'll just believe anything they throw out there. It's scary. And I don't know how our news agencies have gotten to that point. There used to be something about integrity, but, well, no, some of them were.
Let's take a quick break, refill our coffee cups, Rob. I need to refill mine.
I need to refill mine.
We'll run you an ad for Mammoth Nation. We'll be back. We come out of break. We'll play the MAGA Minute for Monday. We'll be right back, Rob. Let's go refill that great coffee. We love our coffee. Hey, soon, folks, there's going to be the Southern Fried Coffee. It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming. Yeah.
I might be a minute late getting back, but I will be back.
It's all right.
Okay.
Hey, Southern Fried fans and your Cornbread Nation. Well, yeah, that's right. We're going to advertise for Mammoth Nation. To all proud Americans, we call attention to these thoughts. Are you tired of woke corporations that don't align with your values? I know we are. Look no further than Mammoth Nation, the ultimate destination for patriots like you and me and Rob and everybody else, including old crazy Uncle Jeb, who believe in putting America first. Here at the Southern Fried Podcast, we're proud to partner with Mammoth Nation because they share our unwavering commitment to faith, family, and yes, freedom. Just like us, Mammoth Nation believes in the power of the American spirit and the importance of preserving our great nation's heritage. When you join Mammoth Nation, you're not just getting access to amazing discounts on products and services, you're becoming a part of a community that stands against the forces trying to tear our country apart. From supporting veterans and first responders to promoting Christian values, Mammoth Nation is the go-to platform for conservatives who want to make their voices heard. So what are you waiting for? Join the Mammoth Nation movement today and start enjoying exclusive deals from businesses that share your America First values. Together, we can make America great again, one purchase at a time. Don't miss out on this opportunity to support a company that truly cares about our nation's future. Sign up for Mammoth Nation now and experience the difference of a community that puts America first. Use that QR code on the screen, folks, and that will take you right to the website where we also will be helped in your support of these values. We are customers of this great American company. Rob is a monthly supporter, and I am a lifetime member of Mammoth Nation. We're so appreciative of companies like this. Please be a supporter, not just for us, but for America. These companies need our support. We're patriots. Stand together with patriots. Take care, and God bless.
Good morning. Welcome to your MAGA Minute for Monday, April the 7th. April the 7th. Hope you're having a good week so far. Remember, your MAGA Minute is sponsored by Patriot Mobile. Yes, promo code Cornbread. Make the switch today. Save money. Support an American company that values the same values that you do. It's pretty simple. This is a great thing. Take part in it. We're going to be hearing much more about that. Protests across the country and the world. Some Democrat organizations organized some protests across the world. Millions, they said, took part, protesting everything the president's trying to do. His administration, along with Elon, he was targeted as well. They said, hands off all those things that make the government that we loved great, which was like throwing money at everything, the fraud. You get the idea. The last word that I heard is that from the administration was that nothing has changed. They exercised their right to a peaceful protest, which is absolutely correct. And that, oh yes, everything's going to go along just like it's been going. And so nothing changes. But hey, you got out, enjoyed the weather, got together with your friends and people that think like you do, and you had a protest. That's a good thing. But MAGA goes forward. It's your MAGA Minute. I'm Dave in the AM. We'll see you tomorrow. God bless. Hold on. It's Monday. You'll get through it. Before you know it, it'll be Monday night and you'll be working on Tuesday. So get through this work day. If you've got to get up and go to work, it's going to be okay. Get up and get her done. Get going. If you're just getting off work, hope you have a good day of rest. Get some sleep. Some of our third shifters and things like that. If you're off today, that's even better. Enjoy that. And let's get through this week. Should be a lot going on. In a couple of weeks, we'll be at the Mayhaw Festival in Colquitt, Georgia. And so we'll have some extra programming. We've got a candidate for a state Senate seat in Texas will be on with us on Friday night. I think that's the 25th, somewhere in there, for a front porch. We'll get that up. We'll get a card up. Duncan for Senate, running for John Cornyn's seat. And they're going to be on with us, or he's going to be on with us. I'll say they, because we've been in discussions with his media person, and they say, that's why they say, we are so excited to be there. We're excited to have you. Looking forward to diving into some Texas politics on a national level. That's a national seat, but it's from the state of Texas, and we'll get an idea of the constituency that this makes up this seat. And also talk about their story, what they their family, their what they want to do, and what's the beef? What's the problem with John Cornyn, and what they plan to do if so elected. So we'll get into those things in a couple of weeks. So looking forward to that.
Yes, we are.
We just don't talk Georgia politics. We talk politics across the land. By the way, in California, this might just show up as another MAGA minute this week. They have the equity cameras in San Francisco. San Francisco is fixing to start. So if you're speeding through I think of them old TV shows, the streets of San Francisco, if you are poor or on government assistance, you don't pay as much as everybody else. In fact, if you're on government assistance and you're speeding through the streets, you pay the least of anybody.
What?
Yeah. So if it's $100 fine, we'll just use that as a basis for and to have it built on speed, like it is around the country. If you're 10 miles over, 15 miles or whatever, let's just use the $100 the level. If you're speeding, it's typically $100 fine. If you're poor, that might be $50 or $40. If you're on government assistance, it might be $10.
That's crazy.
So we just penalize you to want to remain on government assistance, so you pay less for it, and just drive. Just drive like a madman through the city. Imagine if you're trying to be successful and you're getting slammed and run into by people that's speeding like that. They say, "Oh well, they're on government assistance. It's going to be less. They'll pay less." It's already
supposed to be equal under the law.
Welcome to San Francisco.
The San Francisco treat. Sorry.
Where we do things just a little bit different.
They really are striving to make their own little country out there, aren't they?
Yeah, unfortunately. Well, California as a whole, a lot of it, big sections of it, they want to be very different, and they don't like it when other places in the nation don't do as they do. Hey, 8 states in America got smacked down by the Supreme Court.
What?
They tried to stop the president on some things, and 8 states got struck down. They'll be talking about packing the court now.
Oh yeah.
Got to take the court down.
Let's pack it.
Term limit.
If Guilty Blacksmith jumping in here this morning. I thought the San Francisco treat was rice-a-roni, or was it fentanyl?
I do remember those commercials.
Yeah.
Rice-a-roni.
The San Francisco treat.
Oh man, it just cities in America, liberal cities, most of them are liberal, but especially in liberal states, these liberal cities, I mean, they do everything they can to hurt small business. I mean, they tried to just kill small business during the COVID time and stuff, and even churches. I mean, they were trying to shut down and just destroy churches. They couldn't meet, and it's just a constant battle. I mean, it's like what, and they really are like little kingdoms,
Yeah.
And they talk about fraud, but look at the fraud that goes on in these cities. They talk about dictatorships. Look at the dictatorships, the not following the rule of law that goes on in many of these cities, and bragging that they will stand in the streets and stand against the rule of law. These people are anarchists, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, they really are.
I'm still sickened by Mr. Knucklehead Walls, who said that that they said they smelt the flames burning in their capital, and they savored it. I mean, these are some sick people.
Yeah.
Most people, they smell something burning. It's sickening to them. Like there's something burning. Whether if it's just, there's a wildfire. I mean, people like, we got to get that out. That's not a good thing. Can you imagine Walls and people like him at the Great Chicago Fire out there roasting marshmallows? Yeah, burn it, baby. I mean, that's their attitude, man. Just burn down. It's just, come on, you can't do
burn
that.
Burn it down so we can get what we want. Burn it down. Well, that way we get what we want if we burn it down. It's crazy. But this is the party of tolerance. You don't agree with us?
Wow.
Let's burn it down.
Wow. This is the reason why police departments can't get fully staffed. And, I mean, you got people like this that are calling on, violence against the authorities and against the rule of law.
Yeah. Well. Right. Well, the rain has officially begun here now.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
Steve, did you get your starter fixed? My master cylinder should be ready today, or the putting on of it. I hope you got your truck fixed. It's never fun when your car or truck breaks down.
No.
It's in the eyes, yes. There's some crazy odd people out there. Hey, I'm sorry, but your old, your gal AOC, she got some crazy eyes.
That's putting it mildly. Oh. Did you tell him we got struck showing a video of a guy that looked just like him?
No.
Oh my goodness.
Got the starter fixed. Had to. Oh Lord. I'm sorry, Steve. Man.
Can't get her going, can you?
I hate to hear that, Bob.
Yeah. That's rough. Transmissions aren't cheap to fix either, usually. Oh my gosh. What was that guy's name? Bertie
Higgins. Key Largo. Yeah.
You need to go watch that video, dude. I'm hemorrhaging tranny fluid. That just sounds, dude, in this day and age, you can't put that out there. Oh my goodness. Look, when I sent you that, I didn't mean for you to actually wear the thing. It was a joke, dude. Oh, I'm hemorrhaging tranny fluid. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You just fed his brain this morning.
Hey, Steve, did you get to watch our wrestling show Saturday night? We went live to the Georgia Old School Championship wrestling matches, and I got to put it up live. We're going to have a little better view next time. Get right up there on the ring there, see if we can follow stuff around a little closer there, get it a little bigger and better. I had a ball. Bertie Higgins, you need to go watch that video for Key Largo. Dude looked just like you do. And I imagine AOC would give you the same creepy looks as that chick in that video was giving him. Like, don't touch me.
Are you saying that Steve, when he smoked, I think he probably used to, maybe not now. Are you saying he smoked his cigarettes like the way that guy crawled down on that cigarette?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, shirt unbuttoned part way, driving a boat, and way trashing all around.
Oh. I love it.
He said, I did not. I was trying to give my website a facelift. It looks mucho bettero. That's Spanish for much better.
I'll check it out.
Yeah. And yes, I smoked for a long time. Actually, I only quit last August.
Ah, well, good for you, man. Good for
Yes,
you.
yes.
You saved some money. And hopefully, you got feel better and not got that morning cough that a lot of smokers can get.
Mm.
That's an expensive habit, man.
We're not going to talk about Rob right now on that story. Rob's doing much better, but he's still got a ways to go. But he is working on it.
Get you a patch. Start patch her down.
I ain't got enough skin area for enough patches. I didn't try the lozenges. Let me just say it. This truck makes me miss my cigarettes, though. Just saying. You know, Steve, just throwing it out there. You ought to get your old beat up Nissan Maxima or something, just for a backup vehicle. Or get you one of those. You could get you an electric car, Steve. One of them little bitty ones, little hatchback jobs, 2-seater. You just drive, just for a backup emergency vehicle. I'm sure that would do well for that. Could you see Steve? Could you picture Steve driving one of those little electric cars, Dave?
Well, he's probably not too. He's not that far from work, so I could see him, maybe doing that. A hybrid.
No. He needs a straight electric. Straight electric. I can just see him calling to work now. Hey, boss, not going to be able to make it into work today. Yeah, my battery's dead. Uh,
Switched to vaping a few months. Slowly brought the nicotine down over time until Christmas, when I ran out of my last bottle of juice.
I might
That's
have
a hard
to try
one.
that. I tried the vaping thing, dude. It was rough. Everybody was saying, well, you're trying to smoke that thing like it's a cigarette. I'm like, isn't that what you're supposed to do? I told that a lot. I certainly am glad, though, I have caught something here this morning. This is off Fox, and I am certainly glad to hear this. 4.5 years later, 4.5 years later, some of the legacy media are actually reporting on Hunter Biden's influence peddling scheme. That was the post that they did a series on that. 4.5 years later, after the pardons and everything else. So, yeah. He said it was easy to quit the vape pen because I hated myself for looking like a tool with the vape pen. Yeah, I can see that.
Is the vapors welcome at the smokers corner?
No.
Or is that like an outsider group? Like, hey, y'all got your area over there. This is smokers corner, man.
That's right. That's right. You take that little sissy vape stuff over to the other side of the room. We'll get our nicotine the old-fashioned way.
Show up with your cherry blossom smelling vape. Some dude in the Marlboro's like, what's that? Oh, that's my new cherry blossom. It's my newest flavor.
Yeah, it's a Lakamote mocha half whipped venti vape pen. And we're like, get the heck out of here.
I just have this image of the Middle Ages, you're brought before the king, and it's like, what is that your smoke? What does that smell on you? It's my latest vape, Away with you. Stretch him.
Off with his head. Or off with his hand. That way you can't pick that stupid thing up anymore.
The little court jester bouncing around.
Uh,
Just kill him. He's no value to us anymore.
Yeah.
You used to be funny, dude, but now you're a sham.
Well, I will say this though. I'm glad that was successful for you. I did try that way once, and it did not work out so well. So I'm about ready to try it again. I gotta do something. I gotta get completely off these things. But
Okay.
no, there's plenty of both. I used to make fun of the vape pen hipsters. I told them I preferred to smoke analog cigarettes over their wimpy digital. Yeah. Mm. You know,
I remember we used to go as supervisors when we had the smoking areas. You know,
Yeah.
they made them come off the job there, the smoking areas. I remember you'd have to go patrol them, you know, because smokers would gravitate there a lot. So you had to do your patrols through the smoking area. I remember going to one day, and there was a person standing there, and I'm like, hey, you don't even smoke. What are you doing here? Oh, well, he's my operator. You know, I can't do anything till he gets back. Who's watching the line? He gets to go out here. I get to go out here. I said, you don't smoke. Why would you stand out here where people are smoking? Well, it don't bother me.
And then you have to also go back and patrol the other things to make sure they're not sneaking one.
The little canister, the little things they put the butts in and catch on fire, you know. They don't put them out, and next thing you see it smoldering, melting down.
Yeah. That's when you know you're doing it right. You're not taking no junk. You're going to put your cigarette out the right way. Hey, sometimes you just have to do stuff to, liven things up a bit, you know. Whether
Steve, how much
trash can on fire in class or the butt can on fire at work?
How many packs a day, Steve, did you was you up to when you started your change? You know, what do you think the average is? 2 packs, pack and a half.
Pack and a half is probably average for smokers.
My dad was up to 3 packs a day when he quit. His health was starting to take a hit. A little over a pack a day.
Yeah.
Buying those little cheapos, you know, what was it, Basics or something, you know?
Hey, don't be talking about no basics.
Why?
I smoke even cheaper than that now. 3 packs a day would feel like work.
What is it, 20 in a pack?
Yeah.
So about 30 cigarettes a day.
You know, I hate to say this, but I smoke even cheaper than basics. I smoke them old Montego. The cheapest blooming cigarette. I thought, well, if I get something that just tastes like pure crap, I'll be able to quit now.
How much a pack are they?
They're under $5.
Basics used to be cheap, but they were just as expensive as Marlboro not too long ago.
Yeah. They go to the Dollar General. Get them cheap old Montegos.
My dad went to these. They were more like a cigar kind. I can't remember the name of them now. And then he kind of went to like a 3 or 4 cigars a day. Then he just quit, you know. But the reason he found he was wasting a lot, like he'd lay the cigarette down and burn up. These were made to go out in case you didn't attend to it, you know.
Cool. You know, I was a snob. I smoked Camel. That's what Steve said. You know, I cut my eye teeth on them Camel humpbacks, the non-filtered one. I really liked them. They were really cool to smoke, you know.
Then you got the hanger-ons, the ones that won't pay for their habit. They're constantly bumming a cigarette. Hey, can I get a smoke from you? I'll get you back later. And they never do.
Let me give you a 50 cent for a smoke. Let me give you 50 cents for a smoke. Now you better be giving somebody $1.
We had a guy at work, he was bumming from everybody. And so as a joke, they strapped a can to his lift truck and put on their donation for this guy. He put his name, Cigarette Fund, just to kind of make fun of him so maybe he'd realize how much he was doing that. The dude took it as like a badge of honor, like, oh, thank y'all so much. Like, you know, that was a great idea. Like, y'all could help me raise money for my cigs.
I knew a dude that used to quit all the time. He quit buying cigarettes and switched to bumming. Yeah.
You know, I'll quit. I can just have one more.
Yeah.
It's a tough Monday. I might have to have a couple today.
Oh, here, give me one.
Wish I had one. Boy, that cigarette sure smells good. You got an extra?
Yeah.
You know, there's an art to being a bummer. I mean, you know, they come up with all sorts of ways to bum.
Yeah. I thought I'd brought another pack with me, but I didn't. Can I get one of yours? Oh. My goodness. What kitty cat? Oh. I'm getting attacked by kitty cats this morning.
Ruh-roh.
Even Topanga's in here. Well, it's a beautiful Monday. It sounds like the rain's actually stopped here for now. That'll be it's coming back, but you know.
Yes, Jake, I helped set it up. Hope you're doing well today, brother mine.
Yes.
We're here to pump you up.
That's right. Are you pumped up? Are you ready for work? Dave, what about you?
I'm ready to hit it. Got to drop some kids off. School's back in.
Oh, go take those smiling faces to school. You know they're going to be smiling faces this morning.
I don't think so.
You don't
That's
think
because
so?
I'm attached to Rumble Studio. Just the way it works, brother. I'm sorry. Yes, I know it. It only does that when I attach to the Rumble.
All right. Well, everybody, y'all have a great and wonderful day. Get out there, get to work, get it done. Dave, you have a great day. I think you're glitched again, but we're going to sign off. We're going to give y'all a great big Southern Fried salute. Have a great day. Hey, y'all like, follow, and subscribe. And we will see y'all on here tonight for Mama Said. And don't forget about Patriot Mobile. Hey, if you're looking for a new cell phone service, inexpensive, and they're Patriots. Support First and Second Amendment rights. Use promo code Cornbread, and you'll help us out as well. And you'll get a free month. So y'all check it out, and we will see y'all next time. See y'all tonight. Have a great and wonderful day.
Oh, well, it's early in the morning, grab a cup and tune on in. Robert and Dave got that southern charm, let the laughter begin. From the morning funny to MAGA minute, ain't no better way to start your day the southern way, with a little joke and pray. We're just southern folks talking southern things, front porch swinging where the church bells rang. From Mama Said to Hum Day News, we keep it real with down home views. morning in the Word, get that gospel flow. Prayer time calls, so let's let our troubles go. Come Monday night, Mama said is bringing the truth, and when it's night talk with Dave, man, you know it's getting loose. We're just Southern folks talking Southern things, stories and sports where the good times hang. From SFP News to I Remember That, we tell it like it is, and that's a fact. Got our veteran of the week, gotta show our pride. Pets of the week, bringing love worldwide. Talking paranormal, digging true crime. Southern fried stories all the dang time.